Yo, what's up, Bob here? Welcome to the Bob Bradley YouTube channel. Today, I'd like to get into a small compact jazz collection that I found. All the records were $7.99 a piece. I grabbed 5 or 6 records, and we're going to get into them right now. The first one that I pulled from the collection was this one. I've never had this record. It's very common, not expensive. This one's really clean. Freddie Hubbard, Breaking Point. Yeah, this is on Blue Note. This is a bit of a later repress. I think it's a 73. Record came out in 1964. This is a Black B. This is your typical modal jazz, post-bop, mid-60s Blue Note record. Sounds fantastic. You should be able to find this between maybe 20 and 30 bucks. This one is super clean. That's why I grabbed it. You know, it was originally released on the typical white and blue Blue Note label. James Spaulding, Ronnie Matthews, Eddie Kahn, Joe Chambers, and of course, Freddie Hubbard, who is absolutely roasting on this record. He is burning. Freddie Hubbard can play as fast as just about anyone. So, really cool album. Sounds great. You know, the cover art is a bit generic as compared to earlier Blue Note photography, but this is a really cool record. Recorded at Inglewood Cliffs by Rudy Van Gelder. Speaking of super funky albums, this thing starts out more like a Jamiroquai record. Ronnie Laws, Pressure Sensitive. Yeah, got this. I guess this is an egg. It's cracking on the front. Pretty cool cover. Very non-Blue Note vibe going on here. But that said, this is from 1975. So it's as funky as you want to be. You know what I mean? White B, but also has this at-home recording productions badge on the label. Pretty cool. Not a Rudy Van Gelder produced record in any way, shape, or form. This is a really super funky, great sounding record. Some Ronnie Laws stuff. A lot of Joe Sample on here. He's kind of taken over the session in a lot of ways. There's a beastly version of Tell Me Something Good on here, which is a Stevie Wonder song, of course. And this is definitely worth buying. You should be able to find a nice copy of this between, say, 10 and 20 bucks. Yeah, this one is super clean. And I was like, I've avoided buying it for long enough. So, boom, I snatched it. If I see Bill Evans, I'm probably going to buy it. Bill Evans, Eloquence. I like this period. I like these covers. Very, very cool. Bill Evans, Eddie Gomez on side A. And then on the B side, it's just Bill solo. It's exactly what you would expect. There is a little bit of Electric Rhodes on the A side. Sounds really cool. Bill will just go from playing piano right over to the electric. And, you know, it's not that big of a deal. A lot of people get, you know, all wrapped up when they hear Bill not playing acoustic piano, but it's okay, guys. Anyway, this is on that typical fantasy label. Bam. Yes, I love it. Great cover, great disc. I've seen it described as country club music, but it's the best of country club music. Bill Evans, Eloquence. Eddie Gomez playing like a madman on here, of course. Bill Evans always with the excellent bass players. All right, to put a bow on this video, we're going to do 2 of the same artists. I was surprised to see these records in this little collection, but for 8 bucks, how could I not get them? The first one is Impulse A-39, Nights of Ballads and Blues. McCoy Tyner. This is a very early session from McCoy. It's exactly what it's billed as. It's just ballads, it's blues tunes, it's pretty chill, it's nothing crazy. Great sounding disc. Excellent release from Impulse. It's not gonna be anything mind-blowing. It's a typical kind of laid-back jazz record. Glad to have it. $8. Later reissue on that kind of, we're gonna call this, I don't know, green and blue and purple label. Bullseye, if you will. This was definitely worth $8. I wasn't leaving it behind. This one was right behind it. McCoy Tyner Trio. Inception. That's what I'm talking about. Bam. Same impulse label. Fantastic shape. Let's get it out. Because we're just going to. Yeah, look at that. Just beautiful. Great sounding record. This is a little more challenging. Not crazy. It's definitely a modal jazz record. McCoy Tyner is on piano, of course. Art Davis is on the bass. And Elvin Jones. Tones from Elvin Jones are coming out of the drums. Yes. And this is what the inside of the gatefold looks like. Just absolutely killer grab for $7.99. What? Yeah, I don't know. Every now and then, you just roll up on something like that. It gets less and less all the time, but when it does happen, I'm happy about it. I didn't have any of these titles, so yeah, nice addition to my collection, and just wanted to share them with you guys. So until we meet again, that's right, folks. Bob out.